Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimensions film review. Now, as you know, this was meant to celebrate the anniversary of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series and a ending point to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. Now, it doesn't follow the anime, it mainly follows after the conclusion of the manga, where we see Yugi's friends now living their normal lives, and certain characters are now going to be graduating, like Yugi going to be running the game store. Also going to see Joey going to the Dueling Nationals, as a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga. Tristan going to be working at his father's repair shop, and Taya going to a dance academy. Now, I was expecting some of them to go to college or university, you know, like most kids would do. So, at the same time, we have Seto Kaiba, who becomes so obsessed of getting the Millennium Puzzle back, and is so desperate to get the Pharaoh back, showing that he wants the actual Pharaoh back, and he doesn't want to accept the possibilities that in life, when people are gone, we need to move on. It's kind of like watching Lex Luthor trying to bring back Superman in Superman Doomsday, and it becomes his obsession, and shows no guilt or remorse for not accepting that the possibilities that things can't go back to the way they were before. We're introduced to a new student character known as Igami, who is this character here who looks a bit like Yusei Feudal. There is more truth about him, and there is more secrets that we know about other characters. Now, also what's interesting is that the film will have moments where it will do something, but there are moments that it won't do something. Like, for example, when there are bullies bullying Igami, Joey doesn't go and duel the bullies, which it would have had that moment where it would have. And we see Duke for one moment where he's talking with the gang, and we don't see him with the rest of the crew. And it's kind of like a wasted moment. Also, what's interesting is that there was a lot of promotional tools for certain cards, like new Dark Magician Girls, other new cards, other abilities, and so on. What's interesting is that it's never really explained how Kaiba has a new version of Opus Tormentor. It was stated by one of the characters that the Egyptian god card disappeared with the Pharaoh as well. So this does imply Kaiba actually made spare copies, or probably had Industrial Illusions create new versions. Now, what's interesting is that there was a lot of older characters and new characters do appear, and certain characters we don't see that could have had moments appear, like Mai showing up for one scene, or, you know, having other, like Merrick, Azizu, and Odeon showing up to warn the Pharaoh, Yugi and his friends about a possible danger. Wasted moments that could have done well. Now, there are moments I do. Now, what's interesting that when Joey's showing Igami his Red Black Dragon, it does imply Yugi gave it back to Joey after the Battle City tournament, and probably gave it back after the whole Battle City quest was done in the manga version. Now, what's actually interesting is that the film does have moments where it will pretty much point out that sometimes in life things can't go back to the way they were. There are moments where characters will do stuff that they now realise that things can't go back to what they were. And it's moments where we do question what we do with our lives. And I think somewhere Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side Dimensions is definitely an okay film. It does well, it has a good conclusion, and it feels like it leaves room for something else. So what I think? It deserves a thumbs up. It's still good, and still alright. So it deserves some praise. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.